you have a dream or a desire to move to Thailand? Maybe you want to come here as a digital nomad. Maybe you want to come here for a job. Maybe you're fortunate enough to come here as a retiree. No matter what desire, no matter what dream, you have come to the right place. My name is René. I've been living in Thailand for 14 years. I've been living in Hua Hin with my Thai wife Tak and my little dog Zoe. Welcome to Thai Vibes. Sawadee krap. Right now we are in front of our little condo here in Hua Hin. We have a small studio apartment of around 29 square meters, and usually I come here to relax. Alright, there you go. Let's go down and take a walk at the beach while we talk. Anyways, I come from a family where we have been lucky enough to travel a lot. We love to travel. Even when I was 15, I took my first real trip. I went to America for a year as an exchange student. Now, I should have been in America for a year, but I didn't quite make it the full year. Because when you are 15 years old, you are kind of rebellious. So I was supposed to stay with one family, but I ended up staying with 7 different families. And after the 7th family, they said, well, maybe it's time for me to go home. So I only stayed there for 10 months, but I still learned quite a lot in those 10 months. Just to show you guys where we are going, we are walking at the moment down the streets. Now we have some very nice restaurants here. We have some kite schools. Now if you want to do some kite surfing or some kiting in general, Hua Hin is a very nice place to come, especially in the high season. Lots of places to do it here, lots of nice weather and some nice waves. 2004, I think it was, my mom and dad came and said, well, how do you feel about going to Thailand? Both me and my brother was very excited. We didn't really know anything about Thailand. Now, this was before the internet was commonly used as it is today. So we only briefly known what we've seen from the television. Even at the time, I had a favorite actor called Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he made a movie there called Kickboxer about him going to Thailand and revenge his brother learning Muay Thai, and he was against this very, very tough opponent called Tong Po. So yeah, stuff like this. And of course we heard some stories about all the beautiful girls and about the weather, about the rich culture, about the food, but we only knew briefly and a little bit from what we have been reading. Now, just to give you guys a quick look of the beach, what it looks like on a Monday midday. It's around 12 o'clock now, but as you can see, we have it almost all to ourselves. So this is a very, very nice place to come if you want to relax a little bit, if you want to clear your mind. You can take a walk at the beach and you will feel very relaxed and happy after a brief walk here. You can see all the hotels and everything else, and here in the background we have Khao Tak Kiap, which is one of the popular places, especially for foreigners, to both rent and buy apartments, but we will get into that some other day. So my brother and I was invited by our parents in 2004 to go on a round trip to Thailand. And as probably if you ever been to Thailand, the first time you arrive in Suvarnabhumi airport and the heat here hits you in the face, it's like a hammer. Now the humidity and the heat in Thailand is quite high, and the first time you experience it's like a shock. So when we arrived at Suvarnabhumi airport, we had this whole row of beautiful ladies with flower necklaces with lotus flowers, and they came over and greeted us, and it was just an amazing experience. They don't do that so much anymore. I haven't seen them do that, but that was our first experience in Thailand. These beautiful ladies came over and said Sawadee-ka and greeted us and welcomed us to Thailand. Now we checked in at our hotel, and this was a round trip, so everything was planned for us, so we had it pretty easy. Now we did all the stuff you had to do in Bangkok. We went to the Grand Palace, we saw the Sleeping Buddha, we saw some Muay Thai fights, and we did experience a lot of the gastronomy in Thailand as well. So that was very fun. When you experience something so nice, you know, the people always smiling, they're always friendly, something changes inside you. We went and saw all the tourist attractions, and it was a really nice experience. We even experienced the one with the three-wheel taxis. The three-wheel taxis here, as you probably know, is called tuk-tuks. So when you go to the Grand Palace, they had a, well, I guess you can call it a scam at the time. I don't know if they still have it, but it's basically when you come to the Grand Palace, the people there say it's closed for renovations, or maybe it's a Thai holiday. What they will do then is they will call a tuk-tuk, and the tuk-tuk will take you to a lot of different places like tailors and jewelry shops, and the tuk-tuk will get some commissions if you buy something, and then they will take you back. It's no harm, no foul, but it's still something to be aware of if you are coming to Thailand, that these things they happen, but I guess they happen everywhere in the world. But we had a nice ride before we eventually came to Grand Palace and went inside and saw this big King Palace. Now later on it was quite a hard schedule we had in 2004, because there are so many things to see and experience in Bangkok. So later we went to Chiang Mai to relax at a place there. We had a really nice resort outside Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is also quite a big city. It's like 2 million inhabitants there. So when we went to Chiang Mai, and this was the first time we had a little bit of time for ourselves, we arrived in Chiang Mai, and this was when me and my brother first experienced the real nightlife of Thailand. Now, Thai girls or Thai women, they are much more open-minded than they are back in Denmark. And this was a very nice experience. Of course, there are goods and bads and ups and downs about everything. But anyways, our first impression was, well, this is kind of paradise. So that was a fun trip up in Chiang Mai. And naturally, we also visited the different kind of mountains. We took a trekking trip up in the mountains, where we met some of the long necks and the different tribes that has been connected to Thailand for generations. So that was a really good experience. So after we finished in Chiang Mai, it was the idea that we went to Hua Hin. Now Hua Hin is a town approximately 250 kilometers south of Bangkok. And this is where we ended our trip, with about a week in a nice hotel where we could just relax by the beach and see what is happening in Hua Hin. Now Hua Hin is a little bit more quiet than Bangkok and Chiang Mai as well. It's a little bit smaller. I think approximately at this stage there's about 250 to 300,000 inhabitants in Hua Hin officially. It's a lot more during the high season, but it fluctuates quite a lot. Anyway, so we spent about a week here in the beach and enjoyed it. So all in all, we went to Thailand for 3 weeks on a round trip. We saw a lot of things, and it was probably one of the best trips that I had in my entire life. But that's usually how it is when you experience something so positive for the first time. It will never be the same no matter how many times you go back, or no matter how many times you try to experience it again. When we sat in the airplane on the way home, something has changed in me. Some thoughts have changed in me, and I said, wow, Thailand was absolutely paradise. I would love to live here someday. And in a future video we will talk about how I did prepare for the trip going in 2009, when I came back from Thailand, something had changed because I found out my life was quite boring. Now, when I say my life was quite boring, it's getting up like 6 o'clock in the morning, then take the public transportation to work, and then work from 8 to 5, then come back, maybe watch a little bit of TV, eat your dinner, go to bed, and repeat everything until the weekend. It was a pretty standard life. There was not much excitement in it. And that's probably what changed, because in Denmark, I feel everything is safe. Everything is quite safe, and sometimes I still think about, well, what would have happened if I stayed in Denmark? But at that time, after I came back from Thailand, I was ready to make a change. If you have a dream or a desire to move to Thailand for whatever reason, and you want a place where you can learn about everything Thai related. It can be the language, it can be the women here, it can be the work here, the visa rules, etc, etc. Now this is a good place to do it, because I will do a lot of talking on different subjects in regards to Thailand. I will also try to make a picture of how it is to be a YouTuber. I'm very new. I try to learn the things from basically the beginning, so I am a newbie. It is also my hope that one day we have a big enough community, we can learn from each other and we can meet and have some fun. So I will try to cover as much as possible, and I would love to have some feedback from people. So if you have any kind of comments or suggestions, please just let me know in the comments down below, and I will happy reply to everybody. Now, one of my favorite subjects in Thailand is Muay Thai or Thai boxing. So that would also be covered a lot on this channel. I've done the Muay Thai now for about 3 years and found out that it's really nice exercise, and I will not be a fighter because being 48 is a little bit old and a little bit too late to become a fighter in Muay Thai. So I will take you guys with me to the gym a few times. A few times we will also go see a fight or fights, so you can learn a little bit about this absolutely wonderful sport. I'm learning everything from the ropes. I've never spoken in front of a camera before. English is not my native language. So even though I do feel comfortable enough to just try and talk, I have to learn the different camera settings on the GoPro. I have to learn to be in front of a camera. I have to find the correct subject, etc, etc. So this is a journey for me. This is an absolutely new beginning of my adventure or my experience in Thailand. So I do hope you guys want to be with me on this journey, maybe learn something about how it is to start a YouTube channel, if you also think about maybe being a YouTuber, or just like to know or learn about Thailand, about this wonderful country, about its people, about the culture, about the food, about the weather, everything in Thai related. This is a channel to be, and I will post as many videos as I possibly can and try to improve them time by time. So thank you very much guys for being with me. It's been a pleasure, and I will hope to see you again soon. Sawadee krap.